Applied Digital is the kind of stock that can make investors feel like they're either seeing the AI infrastructure boom early or showing up after the easy money has already been made. I mean, you'd think that a $7.5 billion contract with a major US hyperscaler would make the story pretty simple, right? Big deal, big customer, big future revenue. But with this company, it's not that clean, because the same business that just pushed contracted revenue above $23 billion is also taking on a boatload of debt, building massive data center campuses, and asking investors to believe that management can execute almost perfectly for years to come. So in this video, I'm going to break down three things. First, what this new hyperscaler deal actually means for Applied Digital's future. Second, why the debt, construction timelines, and customer concentration risks still matter. And third, how all of that affects the stock after such a massive run. My name is Rick Orford. I'm a Wall Street Journal bestselling author. I've been trading since 1999, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. That is a good thing. I break down the numbers so retail investors like us can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/RickO to get your 10 stock picks right now. Applied Digital is an American-based tech company that builds and operates infrastructure for AI and high-performance computing workloads. Basically, this company is trying to become one of the picks and shovels plays behind the AI boom. Not the company building the AI model, not the company selling the software, but the company building the physical infrastructure needed to power AI training, AI inference, machine learning, and other compute-heavy applications. And that matters because AI doesn't run on excitement alone. It runs on power, it runs on cooling, it runs on data centers that can handle massive workloads at scale. Applied Digital's infrastructure is end-to-end. That means the company is dealing with all of the issues behind power capacity, compute capabilities, and cooling systems. And it works with hyperscalers and enterprise clients to provide data center hosting, cloud services, and GPU-based computing. So if demand for AI infrastructure keeps growing, Applied Digital is trying to position itself right in the middle of that demand. And right now, the company announced a major new development. Applied Digital just signed a $7.5 billion deal with a major US hyperscaler at Delta Forge 1 at its 430 megawatt AI factory campus. Under this 15-year agreement, Applied Digital will provide 300 megawatts of critical IT load to power the client's AI and high-performance workloads. Now, that is very important, and for a few reasons. First, 15 years is a long-term contract. Second, it's with a major US hyperscaler. And third, it adds some real visibility to future revenue. And with this new deal, Applied Digital has secured its second investment-grade hyperscaler client based in the United States. And that helps diversify its customer base. And it increases the company's contracted revenue to now over $23 billion. So right now, more than half of Applied Digital's contracted revenue comes from investment-grade clients leasing its AI data center campuses. So investors aren't just looking at one speculative project here. They're looking at long-term contracts that are tied to real infrastructure demand. And when a company can point to more than $23 billion in contracted revenue, the market tends to pay attention. But there's an important catch here. Contracted revenue is not the same as revenue that's already earned. And that's where execution comes in. Delta Forge 1 is Applied Digital's latest AI factory campus. It spans more than 500 acres and is designed to power large AI training and inference workloads. The campus combines high-density power capacity and advanced cooling to deliver high performance at scale. And that's exactly the type of infrastructure hyperscalers need if they're going to keep scaling AI. Now, Applied Digital already broke ground on Delta Forge 1 at the start of the year. The campus is being built using the company's AI factory blueprint, and it's located in a strategic market in the southern US. It's said to deliver up to 300 megawatts in critical IT load that's going to be optimized for compute-heavy AI workloads. But the key detail is this: Delta Forge 1 is still under construction. It's expected to come online mid of next year. So yes, this deal is big, and yes, the contracted revenue numbers look impressive, and yes, it strengthens Applied Digital's visibility with hyperscalers. But investors still have to wait for that capacity to actually come online. And that's where the whole story gets a little more complicated. Applied Digital's latest contract strengthens its revenue pipeline, but whether the company can turn that pipeline into actual revenue all comes down to execution. Management has to build out data center capacity on schedule. It has to operate the capacity effectively, and it's got to do that while managing the financing that's needed to support that massive infrastructure build-out. If management can pull it off, then it should have a much clearer path to translating contracted revenue into actual revenue. But if construction gets delayed, costs rise, or operations don't scale as expected, then investors will probably start questioning how much of that contracted revenue can actually turn into profitable growth. And that's why the balance sheet matters. It's something that was pointed out recently in my community. And as of February 28th, Applied Digital had cash equivalents, and restricted cash just north of $2 billion. Now, that might sound like a lot, but the company also had $2.7 billion in debt. So yes, the company's got some liquidity, but it's also got a rising debt burden. And when a company's building data center campuses at this scale, debt can be useful because it can help fund growth, it can help accelerate development, and it can help bring large projects online faster. But debt also raises the bar because now management doesn't just need to grow, it needs to grow fast enough, efficiently enough, and consistently enough to justify financing behind the build-out. Applied Digital is also securing additional loan facilities to fund its data center expansion. For example, the company recently entered a $100 million facility with Macquarie to fund an upcoming data center project as well as other future projects. And it also expects to enter into a $300 million senior secured bridge facility to finance the development of its 150 megawatt building at its Polaris Forge 1 campus. And that's on top of another $300 million in senior secured revolving credit facilities to finance pre-lease and post-lease development activities across the company's infrastructure. So the company is clearly moving aggressively. It's building, it's signing customers, it's financing development, and it's trying to scale into a major AI infrastructure provider. But again, that kind of growth isn't free. I mean, it'd be one thing if Applied Digital had low amounts of debt, tons of mature cash flow, and a long operating history at this scale. But that's not the case. This is still a company in a major expansion phase. And when a company is expanding this quickly, investors need to watch the gap between what's contracted and what's actually delivered. And then there's also customer concentration risk to think about. Applied Digital only has a handful of large customers. Based on its latest financials, it's only got 3 large customers. Now, large customers can be a good thing. They can bring scale, they can bring long-term contracts, and they can validate the company's infrastructure. But customer concentration cuts both ways. Because if one major customer chooses not to renew, delays a project, or changes its infrastructure plans, well, that could put pressure on Applied Digital's long-term revenue outlook. And that's why the second investment-grade hyperscaler customer is important. It reduces some concentration risk, but it doesn't completely eliminate it. Now, let's talk about the stock. Over the last 52 weeks, Applied Digital has traded between, well, get this, $5 and $42 a share. And right now it's hovering near the upper end of that range. And that alone tells you that investors have already priced in a lot of optimism. And the stock has already gone up almost 50% in the last month. And over the last year, it's up more than 572%. That is a massive move. And I bet you've seen that before with AI-related stocks. Once investors start believing a company has exposure to the infrastructure side of AI, the stock can run very quickly. And in Applied Digital's case, the recent move was likely driven by that $7.5 billion deal with the major US hyperscaler. The deal diversifies the company's customer base, right? And it boosts the contracted backlog, and it gives investors more confidence in future revenue visibility. But at the same time, Applied Digital also reported solid financial results in the third quarter of fiscal 2026. Revenue came in at $126.6 million, up 139% year over year. And that gave investors some validation that the company isn't just talking about expansion, it's also delivering on actual revenue growth. And that's important because with a stock that's already up more than 572% in a year, investors need more than a good story. They need proof, they need contracts, they need revenue growth, and they need signs that management can execute. Now, if you've been watching Applied Digital but still think, hey, it's still too expensive, check this video up here because I talk about how you can sell a cash-secured put on a stock you actually want to own and get paid to wait for it to potentially come down to your price, whatever it is. And if it does, you get to buy it and you got paid to buy it. And that kind of strategy can be useful when a stock looks exciting, but the valuation is already reflecting a lot of good news. So now the big question is valuation. Is the market undervaluing Applied Digital? Well, at its current price, the stock has a market cap just under $10 billion. And looking at its peer group, Applied Digital is currently the most expensive based on a price-to-sales basis. I mean, the stock trades at almost 68 times sales, which is higher than even CoreWeave and Nebius. That tells me that investors are assigning a major premium to Applied Digital's future growth. They're not valuing this company based only on today's revenue. They're valuing it based on what they believe the company can become if it keeps scaling data center capacity and securing long-term contracts. And honestly, that makes sense, but to a point. If the company has more than $23 billion in contracted revenue, investors are going to look ahead. They're going to be thinking about future capacity. They're going to be thinking about future AI infrastructure demand. And they're going to be thinking about how much revenue could show up once those campuses are operational. But there's another side to this valuation story. Applied Digital is trading at just over 6 times its book value, and that's the cheapest in its peer group on that basis. The stock is currently trading at a discount to both CoreWeave and Nebius based on the book value. So what does that tell me? Well, to me, investors are paying a premium for sales growth potential, but they're not assigning the same premium to the company's net assets. And that matters because the market seems to be saying two things at once. On one hand, investors believe Applied Digital can grow quickly, but on the other hand, they still need to be convinced that the company can still generate strong returns on its assets. And that is a very important distinction. A company can build some valuable infrastructure. It can sign big contracts. It can grow revenue fast, but over time, investors will want to see whether those assets produce attractive returns. And if they don't, the market is not going to keep rewarding a stock with such a high sales multiple. So putting this all together, the market still views Applied Digital as a growth story, but it's not fully convinced yet that the assets will deliver strong returns. And that's why this stock is still tricky, because if management executes well, the current valuation could reasonably, eventually look okay. But if execution slips, the stock may already be pricing in more success than the company has proven so far. Now, is Applied Digital a buy at these levels? Well, consider that a consensus among 13 analysts on Wall Street rate the stock a strong buy, and that rating has held over the last 3 months. Analysts also give the stock an average score of 4.62 out of 5, though it has fallen slightly over the same period. And even the low to high target prices suggests there's between, 1 and 78% upside over the next year. So some of Wall Street is clearly still optimistic, but the range of those target prices still tells you there's a lot of uncertainty. And that makes a lot of sense because this isn't a simple value stock. This is a high growth AI infrastructure company with major contracted revenue, major construction needs, major financing demands, and a stock that's already had a huge run. Applied Digital's contracted revenue just rose to $23 billion from $16 billion with the latest contract, and that definitely improves the company's revenue visibility over the next 15 years, yes. But it still depends on how fast the company can scale its infrastructure. Delta Forge 1 is still under construction, so the company isn't expected to recognize revenue from that project until at least mid-2027 when the campus becomes operational. But once it comes online, Applied Digital can potentially begin realizing revenue from its $7.5 billion agreement. That's the bull case, right? Big contracts, long-term visibility, AI infrastructure demand, and a company scaling into a market that still looks like it has a lot of room to grow. But the bear case is also pretty clear. The stock trades at a very high price to sales, right? The company faces a high bar for execution, and it continues to issue more and more debt to secure credit facilities to fund massive CapEx plans. And management has to balance financing risk with the need to move quickly. So if you believe that Applied Digital's latest deal will accelerate its revenue growth, then now might be a good time to buy. But if you're more concerned about the company's growing debt burden, construction timelines, and execution risks, then it may be better to wait until the company has, addressed more of those issues. To me, this comes down to one simple question. Do you believe that Applied Digital can turn its contracted revenue into real profitable growth? Because if it can, this AI infrastructure story could still have a lot of room to run. But if the build-out takes longer, if it costs more, or fails to generate strong returns on its assets, then investors are probably going to start rethinking the premium they're paying today. But now, before I go, I've got one last question for you. Actually, I've got 3. Do you believe in what Applied Digital is doing? Do you own Applied Digital? And do you have any other company you'd like me to cover in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're there, if you found the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps others find the video, it supports the channel, and it makes sure that you don't miss out on my next deep dive. Well, that's it for me today in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.